Hello there! Welcome back to Her Lie I Tried to Believe, where I don't know what I'm doing and the intro music can be unsettling. Do I need to explain anything else other than that? Yeah, let's read this last part. I was noticing the fact that he was creeping closer and closer to me. Who? Am I forgetting something? Doesn't matter. Obviously, taking things away from someone means you also accept things to be taken away from you. Yeah, that's normal. Oh yeah, now I remember. We're seeing her side of things now. Okay. Less than a year after we graduated elementary school, he was beating me at running. Well, males have the physical advantage! I'm not going any further than that, because that is actually true. Just look at fucking sports. It's there! I don't need to bring up a whole lot of facts when it's blatantly obvious in sports. Okay, now when you think about it, I should. But knowing me, I'm gonna be fucking lazy and not do anything. Yeah, I'm calling my future self out here. I'm fucking lazy and I know I'm not gonna fucking do it. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna defend myself on that. It's fucking true, I'm lazy on that half. Gonna keep on going. Even though I ran every night, even though I spent most of my weekends picturing that he beat me as if it was nothing. Yeah, it's called fucking hard work and dedication. If you want to do something great, you have to beat someone else at something. It was extremely frustrating. He was supposed to be happy about it. Wasn't I meant to, wasn't I mean, wasn't it exactly what I wanted for him? But he became popular. Days of the basketball team. He was so special. I'm sure he didn't notice it himself. Well, knowing how he acts, I fucking question. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you expect me to judge from this? And just some asshole on the internet. Well, I wouldn't say exactly an asshole on the internet. I'm just some fucking dumbass. I was so jealous. But at least I still had something. He was only good at sports, whereas I was good at my studies as well. Seriously. He wouldn't be able to take this away from me. Yeah, for now. But then he quit basketball. Why? I loved watching him play so much. Okay, were you the cheerleader? I don't know. I never was into sports in high school. Even though that freaking after high school people said I should have been in fucking track. I literally don't know fucking why. My speed was mediocre at best, and that's at baseline me not exercising. Of course, I've most likely gotten... My stats have dropped since then, since I don't move around as much. This is sad. Don't judge me! Then I realized he was coming for that too. He was coming to take this away from me too. But if he takes it away from me, for what reason will he keeps on looking at me the way he's been doing all this time. There's none that the moment he takes this away, I'll have nothing left to show for myself. This thing that we call have together, this rivalry. Why didn't I just slide the words? Why am I questioning something that is blatantly obvious? God dang it. Well, no longer exist. Okay. The question is, how badly will this be sacrificed? That's the question. I did everything I could, after all. I existed solely to beat him. And that's exactly what I was trying to do. But there's no way I could actually win. Well, you could beat him in the mental state. Well, you could beat him mentally. Not physically, of course. There's always something you could be better at, though. Yes, you and one other person could be equivalent in speed, well, physically and mentally. But it all comes down to that third factor. It should be convenient. Like, for example, if they're both equal in physically, mentally, there's always that third factor that'll be a disadvantage to games, adaptability, maybe acting? I don't fucking know. It comes down to that third thing. Always beat your opponent at something. Doesn't matter who. Think before you act, not before you do. Okay, I need to keep on going, because if I keep on going into this, it's more, how can I beat my opponent without beating my opponent? If he sets himself to do something, he will seriously succeed. Without a shadow of a doubt. I foresaw my loss long before it arrived. So before it happened, I tried to shake him off a little. Well, knowing that we got one before the other, and we're finally getting her side of the story, which I wanted, by the way. It's more, who's at fault here? The boy or the girl? Whichever side I choose, the other will be right, so they're kind of both in the fucking wrong here. What the fuck? This is why girls can be fucking scary. This is coming from a dude that a lot of people can kind of struggle to read at times. Like, god damn it. We were in high school by then, and lots of the boys declared their love to me. I decided to accept one of them, although I had no interest in him. I wanted to see if it would at least affect that boy. Well, knowing by what we got, it didn't do shit. And you had the same mental state of some people that try to get into my head. Doesn't work. Okay, it might work at times, but it's hard to read. Because if it did, it would mean that I still had something. Like a mental state? I don't know when the fuck I gave that up. Or this guy gave it up. But it didn't at first. I thought it had worked. But when he approached me, it was for something completely unrelated. It was because he had beaten me. in the midterms. He probably didn't want to accept it, but he did win, and at that point, I had fully given up. He didn't even see me as a woman. He saw me as a wall to scale. So I did the only thing left for me to do. I quit school before the next exams week to make sure he never takes this rivalry completely away from me. Before he could climb the wall to speak. Okay, to be honest, I don't mind a good rivalry. Now mind you, I do play card games, not a whole lot, but depending on how many I insist on learning. But I can tell you, a good rivalry can go far. Like, I'm not kidding, a good rivalry doesn't matter in card games, video games, or whatnot. It can be fun as fuck. It can be fun as all fucking hell. Doesn't matter which way you fucking look at it. It can be fun as all fucking hell. When you least expect it. Yeah, I know it also comes from fucking Pokemon and shit. But come on. It makes it all the worth more when it's there. I know, I can kind of see where she's coming from to kind of keep the rivalry lit, but why? You could at least try and just like push it just a little bit more, just to make it that much more worth it. But why? Okay, I need to play devil's advocate here. There is a reason behind it. And I don't like doing devil's advocate too often. When I don't like it. Like, god dang it. It's not often I don't like playing devil's advocate, but it's more why. I know the reason behind it, but there's ways you could still go around it. You see, I didn't lie about the fact that my father had a lot of money, but I did lie about the fact that he lost it all. So, not going to school anymore wasn't such a big deal for me. I could become whatever I wanted, but I didn't want to become anything. Well, you also fucked up your chances of getting